If it takes us 2 hours to do sieges, it's your fault.
Well, no. My fault? My fault? Ladies and gents, and the others, today Mini was honored to have me as a partner. We all know he doesn't deserve me, but Blizzard decided to do it this way, so it's either, you know... Mini, say something.
What? Hello?
Oh my god. Okay, Mini, what are we doing today, my friend?
We are doing sieges, and I'm excited to get started. So what are we getting into first, Bulava?
Let's do General Marcus.
So, I thought, for General Marcus, what better way to storm the gates of Stormwind than with Tyrion Footmen? One of the key units for General Marcus, in my opinion, is Plague Farmer with the Splashing Pumpkins talent. It lets you clear the Footmen behind the barricades without the Plague Farmer ever getting in range. And then I have Chimera with the Frost Shock talent, because I really think Frost is good in a lot of these PvE counters. Yeah, overall, super great unit. What about you, Bulava?
Okay, I'm using Sylvanas because she's really good against those ranged footmen. I'm also gonna try an Abomination with a Poison talent because my Sylvana needs some tank. And I'm gonna use Blizzard just in case we need spells to just, you know, kill everything. That's gonna be my deck. Let's try. Meaning Marcus kind of looks like you a little bit. Well, yeah, except so? He's much better looking. Yeah.
Okay.
Man, we forgot the most.
Wait, hold on. Red beard. He kind of looks like you, except more hair.
Oh my god. That was like that was
okay,
so rude. By the way, we totally forgot about the most important thing in the game, which is well pegs. By the way,
oh yeah, you're right. So I've got Footmen coming down to start pushing this first tower, and you've got a Plague Farmer. To
and
help
you just
with
let my sappers die. This was like, this is a disgrace,
no,
Mr. Lowe.
No.
And you playing Tyrion. Aren't you ashamed? Okay.
No,
I'm
of course not.
gonna kill this four in the middle.
It's the Stormwind Siege. Okay.
The guy with your mustache can't be ashamed at all, ever. Okay.
Nice Blizzard. Nice Blizzard. So we've got a lot of stuff on the field already. I'm gonna try and play a little sparingly, just because we have these phase transition markers up here on the boss's health pool at 66 and 33%. And when he does that, he's gonna completely wipe the board. So we want to make sure that we don't lose a lot of minis to that.
I believe he wipes the closest towers, left one and the right one. Okay.
Yeah.
Harpies are coming.
Nice.
Okay, Sylvanas is coming.
Yep.
Boom, boom.
Good stuff, and we didn't lose very much, so great.
Tyrion, Sylvanas, and Abomination. I'm pretty sure they can do a great job. Okay. Don't throw any units on the right side anymore, so he doesn't use any spells. Okay. Prepare for a phase transition, I guess.
Okay, now we can get big pushes going, because there's no more phase transitions. He's not gonna board wipe us anymore.
I need 6 gold desperately. Okay, let's go. With your Footman, I'm gonna send Abomination like that. The big fat guy.
Sweet.
Yep.
And I've got
oh my
Tyrion
god,
as well,
this is the end. This
really
is the end of General Marcus. I know he's ugly, but you know. What is it? What kind of? Oh yeah. All right, I have Blizzard ready to cover.
Just put it on top of General Marcus.
Well, as soon as you start hitting him, because your guys are doing something. Yeah, they don't care about General Marcus, and you're going to die like that. Doesn't matter if he looks like you or me. He's dead. and I will remember that joke with hair. I promise you that. So we killed General Marcus, and for that we get this little golden helm looking thing, which is called Valor Points. Valor allows us to upgrade these golden slots to diamond slots. This diamond slot will add 1 more level to the slot. So let's upgrade Drakisat's slot. Boom. Valor upgrades. Boom. I'm going to upgrade Elemental slot for 200 Valor. Boom. And now, as you can see, that's exactly what's going to happen. when you upgrade golden slot to diamond. Anything that fits the trait in this slot will get +4 levels instead of +3. Mini, what do you do?
I am going to choose this alliance slot because I really like a lot of alliance units. I can put my footmen there to give them an extra level. If the map doesn't require my tank to be a higher level, I can use Griffin Rider, I can use Holy Nova, I can use Blizzard. There's a lot of different units I can put in this slot that I really like playing, and so I can kind of switch the units based on what needs I have. So I really like that upgrade for Tyrion.
Okay, for the second boss, I will use Maiev Shadow Song. It will be super pooper unbound deck. For you, I can spare like 1 Witch Doctor and a Harvest Golem. That's all. Everything else is up to you.
So I'm going to play ET, so Emperor Thor Ascendant, and I'll have all the defense in the world to help support your unbounds, Bulava. I will have Pyromancer for big AoE damage for the left side because that spawns chickens and murlocs. So hopefully she'll be able to clear those in 1 hit. You think that's good enough to help support your Bulava?
That makes a lot of sense. Yes, I think we're gonna do well. And if we don't, I always know who to blame. She is walking left and right all the time, by the way. So you have to kind of catch her on her way, and you can... And we only have 1 gold chest here, by the way. Okay, so let's go.
She will also spawn barrels out of the left and right that'll retake the towers as well, but we can actually use unbound minis to intercept them and deal damage to them if we really want to.
Okay, now, guys, I'm gonna show you something that you should not do in front of the developers, because if they find out about this cheese, they're gonna fix it right away. So you throw whelp eggs far away, but as soon as the whelps are broken, you throw quillbore like this, and you cheesy weezy. You do a lot of cheesy weezy stuff. See, so 1/3 of the boss's HP is already up, is already gone because of my badass whelps, and now we keep killing her. Oh my god, everything died. Battles are coming, so if the battle hits your tower,
that's okay.
It one-shots the tower. By the way, battle loses HP. When battle hits the units, it loses the HP.
We purposely lost it for the bananas. Now we have a high-level fire elemental. We use Chain Lightning to clear the wave of things, and our fire elemental picked up bananas.
Yeah, but the fire elementals from the red side are coming.
That's fine. It's fine.
You have the pyromancer. I didn't know that. I thought you were incompetent human being, but I actually underestimate you first time ever. Oh my god, the bandits are taking the chest, and it's not gonna happen because I have alpha female Maiev Shadow Song, and we're gonna go like this, and bam, and she will kill everybody.
I'm just worried about the things we have up top getting ready to die to the phase transition, which is fine. We'll summon more things.
Okay.
Then we'll get more bananas.
Bananas.
And then I'll chain lightning all of this to collect all the bananas myself.
Sounds very funny, Mini. To collect all the bananas myself.
Oh, they're
okay,
my
I'm gonna use the super pooper cheesy schmeezy way with my whelps. Okay, and she's almost dead.
Mine some of this gold.
I have no idea. This fight is a mess. We were saying some different things that don't make sense a lot, but she died somehow. Obviously, it was all
somehow?
me. Mini was just supporting and eating bananas. That's what he does.
Oh man, absolutely. Collect all the bananas, man.
So for the last boss, I will take Drakisad. First of all, because he's amazing, fat little thing. Second, because Drakisad is resistant. And in this encounter, we're going to have dragon towers, that do elemental damage. And for that, we will need Drakisad, and any ranged units are really, really, really good against dragon towers, because the further you stand from the tower, the less damage you get. The closer you are, the more damage you get. Drakisad has an ability, it's called Banner of Flame. Nearby enemies take 50% more elemental damage, which means if you have units that attack with elemental damage, they do 50% more damage, which in our case is going to be Whelps, Pyromancer, and Witch Doctor. And Drakisad himself is having a Chromatic Scales talent, grants nearby allies the resistant trait, which reduces elemental damage from all the sources, including the towers. So we're going to be getting very, very, very small amount of damage from the towers and everything that is elemental.
Alrighty, I'm going to play Sneed with his Lead with Greed talent, where he gains an additional 2 gold when he triggers Sneed before Greed, which is his passive that says gain 2 gold when the siege damage unit destroys a tower, captures a meeting stone, or opens a chest. And so that's going to allow me to funnel a lot of gold to both myself and Bulava so that he can play more of his expensive units like Dracasath, and I can play some of mine. All I'm trying to do is get us gold and defend, but I will still need help defending.
Alright.
Dracasath and Shaman should probably be enough to phase transition him, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and defend this right lane and get us a bunch of gold with Sneed. So don't get gold capped, because he's grabbing the gold right now.
Trust me, I won't. Mini, where's the gold? Oh my god!
There it is.
Oh my god! that was a lot of gold.
More gold.
I'm gonna add a few
Push
things.
out of that.
Everything died.
Yeah, that's okay. Dracasath's the real push here.
Ah, so you're always relying on me, eh?
Getting more gold, more gold, more gold.
Mini, why didn't you tell me about more gold?
Yeah, I've only said it 3 times.
That was a
Sure.
joke, okay. Okay,
Just trying to be a
phase
little
transition is
conservative.
coming! Pew pew! And I was gold capped for a few
Nice.
seconds. Don't
That's
tell
okay.
anybody. Oh, up. I'm gonna protect your Huntress, even though she doesn't deserve it.
Thank
because
you.
she is yours, but
Okay.
that's fine. That's
Rude.
okay. He
Okay.
threw some blue banner. Unfortunately I'm too busy to remember what it does. So if you do,
So this one gives a level to squad minis if one of the other squad minis dies.
Yeah, so it reminds me of that relic from the dungeons. Okay, I'm gonna go like this, so your Griffon Rider doesn't die.
Nice. And I'm gonna
weekly-
execute.
Okay, this one is going really well. Okay, the third banner.
More gold.
More gold. It's always good to have more gold.
Gonna need some good elemental damage in the middle.
Okay, incoming elemental damage in the middle. Let's go.
Nice.
Beautiful. Okay.
I can hit a lot of these with execute. I hit a couple of them. That's fine.
Oh my god, I think...
We really need to defend. It's really strange, but we need to defend once they get out of this circle so they don't keep healing back up.
Makes sense.
We've got lots
Yes,
of
I have Pyromancer, I have Blizzard. I have
Okay.
Pyromancer and Blizzard, and I'm gonna go like this.
Okay, I'm gonna get us some more
Okay,
gold.
and I think the boss is gonna die right now. There we go. First attempt.
Alrighty.
Easy peasy, easy
Absolutely.
schmeasy. That's how it's done.
Good job.
Good
Lava.
job, Mini. Can't believe I'm saying that.
So I'm gonna hit Claim, and this is a wild card slot, which is one of my favorite things in the game currently. So
Yep.
this lets you take your top right slot in any army and then change it to a wild card slot. And what that does is it just makes any mini match that slot. So I'm going to use this wild card slot on Charlga, mainly because it replaces the fast slot to have any mini match it. And so I really like some fast minis in this game, like Prowler and Murloc, but those already fit her beast slots, and so we could use this fast slot as something else, as like a spell or a tank or something like that, maybe an unbound slot. So I'm going to use it here, and now any of my minis can fit into that slot, and as you can see, the Null Brute went from not matching the slot to matching, so he gets the +3 levels from that gold slot. And so it's really good when you're trying to match something you don't normally use to get those extra levels.
And what I'm gonna do, I'm going to use this slot on Rend, because Rend is the only hero in the game that does not have any spell slots. So if we put it right here, confirm upgrade, he now has any trait in this slot. And now our Rend is ready to PvP. So, Mini was a hell of a run. Honestly, I talk trash about you all the time, but honestly, you are the best partner out of all the YouTubers.
Well, thanks, Bulava.
I know, I have to say it, even though like it hurts my ego to say that, but yes.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. Sieges were great. Sieges are a lot of fun when you can just pair up with a friend and do weird, wacky combos like Steed and Dracasath, and being able to supply you a bunch of gold for your Dracasath and all your high-cost units was a lot of fun. Yeah, had a great time playing with you, Bulava.
And also, as you guys see, the hardest part of the siege, it's not the levels, it's not even the mechanics. It's that you have to carry things like Mini on your back across the goal line. That is the main problem of the siege.
Yeah, you're welcome for all the gold, Bulava.
So,
no big deal.
I still remember that thing about my hair. Yeah.
And that's all from us. Thanks for playing, Bulava. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I will see you, I guess, next time.
Next time, for sure.
Bye.
Bye, guys.